The battery just died.
No! Do you want to try to finish the roll with getting a new battery? And he just literally stays right here.
If we can get 6 AA's down here. There's 6 fresh ones in the
in
work
the
table
drawer.
up there.
Be right back. See you soon.
Today, I'm gonna take this one roll of film and turn it into this one image. Earlier this year, I made a video about doing the Brenizer method portrait experiment on film. I took basically anywhere from 6 to 9 medium format film images and I stitched them all together to create these insane looking panoramic portraits. And ever since then I've thought, how do I make it even stupider? How do I get it even crazier? So today I actually have my buddy Joe from Boston visiting Chicago. And he and I are going to today use an entire roll of 120 film, 16 photos, to create one portrait of Joe. Do you think it's gonna work?
I hope so. No, I think so.
You think so? Okay.
I will.
You've done Brenizer method portraits before.
I have.
What's the biggest one you've done?
Portrait?
For portraits?
Probably like 6 images.
Okay. And you've done that on a digital camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
For landscapes, more.
Okay.
Probably like 9.
Okay. Have you ever done 16?
Never.
Okay. For quick reference as well, the last time I made a video about panoramic portraits on film, I was using the same camera, but I was using a different lens then, and I've got probably a better suited lens this time around. It is a 150mm lens, which on a 645 body is roughly a 90mm equivalent. So I think for this style of panoramic portraiture today, this is going to really give some interesting results and give a lot of really cool compression to each of the 16 images that I'm gonna be attempting to stitch together. I've never attempted anything like this before. I have no idea if it's going to work. Truth be told, I'm kind of 50-50 right now. We're gonna see how it pans out. how it panoramas out.
All right, I quit.
The battery just died.
No! Be right back. See you soon. Saving the day. I'm saving the day. Steven, you better use all of this in the edit. Doesn't work out. Holding a C70 like this. Ow. Just kidding, I run marathons, I'm not even tired.
Okay, so because my batteries ran out midway, as far as this first image is concerned, panoramas can be really finicky, honestly. And even though Joe and I both stayed in the same spot while Eric just did that beautiful run, I think it's gonna be safer to not try to continue that portrait from before and instead kind of call those first 3 frames burned and then make a panorama with the remaining frames from scratch, just to make the best use of it. So we're gonna do a 12 stitch start. That'll be a good practice round too, because I've never done one of this size.
But stitch the first 3 here now.
Go,
Stitch it and show that.
and go.
Beautiful.
It's gonna be like
A
this half
lopsided.
of your face.
Yeah.
All in all, I'm actually pretty happy with how this little photo experiment turned out. I went into it with kind of low expectations, as you heard at the beginning, because I had really no idea what would come together from these stitches. And to be honest, I actually really liked the 3 and the 12 stitch images more than the final 16. I think the 16 was unfortunately shot in front of a little bit too complicated of a background, which, you live and you learn. But I think the depth in the 12 stitch image really accentuates just what I was hoping to achieve by doing this. You really get a sense of the depth when you look at the background in comparison to Joe's face. Everything behind him is just completely obliterated. But when you look at his face, really most of his face besides his ears are all in focus. But if you try to do something like that with maybe an 85 1.2, you'd get maybe their eye in focus, but even their nose would be a little out of focus and their cheeks would be a little out of focus. And you start to get a sense now of what the benefit of doing something like this is, where you get to retain all of your subject's face completely in focus and still get the effect of like a totally blown out background. Not that you have to do 12 to 16 medium format film images just to do this, but that's kind of one of the benefits that you get from trying a technique like this. Massive thanks to Joe and Bia for modeling in this video, to Eric for filming this entire video, and also to everyone who wished me happy birthday yesterday, because that was really sweet and it was a really great day, and I really appreciate all the kind messages. So thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.